going on, brother?
Damn. This your boy Black Assassin, back at it again with another fight tutorial. We're gonna work on how to fight taller fighters and how to defend and get on the inside. So today, I got me a taller fighter, amateur boxer, BJ. I'm 5'10", I usually fight around 165 in Muay Thai and boxing. My average opponent that I usually face on average 6'3". So I'll show you what I do to get on the inside and defend. And he's gonna show you what to do as a taller fighter. How to stay on the outside and fight long. Use your range, use your length. He's gonna show you how to fight as a longer opponent. So we're gonna start off on helping the taller fighters out. We're gonna show you what to do and how to keep your distance. So, let's go over here. As a taller fighter, you always want to keep your distance. You don't want your opponent to get on the inside, because once they get on the inside, all of your punches are stuffed. You won't be able to get off. You want to keep your distance and keep them away from hitting you. You want to always be in your striking range and keep them out of their striking range at all times. So right now, he's going to gauge his distance by putting out his jab hand. Extend his jab all the way out to determine his distance, wherever his striking range. So, jab all the way out. At this point, this is the striking range. I have long arms for my height, so it'll be kind of hard for me to demonstrate the contrast in length when we fight, because his hands is here, but at the same time, if I put mine, I have very long arms for my height, so I'm aware of me being able to hit taller opponents. But right now, we're going for shorter opponents with shorter length in their arms. So if he has his arm out, say if my arm is right here, I'm gonna figure out how to get around his jab hand. So right now we're working on taller fighters, so this is what he wants. He wants to stay here. He don't want me to get, he don't want me to get here, because once I'm here, now I'm in my striking range. He always wants me to be at this distance, at least this distance. So if I try to go around it, like throw a jab every time I try to get in. Boom. 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 Like every time I try to get in, he's gonna catch me with a jab. That's the distance that I want. That's the distance that he wants the whole time. He wants me to stay at the end of his jab the whole time. Another thing for the taller fighter, footwork. Because that's the only way you're gonna keep that distance. Because my job is to come forward. So in that case, if I go forward, he has to go backwards, he has to go right, he has to go left. He has to maintain that distance the whole time. So if I go forward, he goes backwards. If I go to my right, he goes to his right. If I go to my left, he goes to his left. And if I go backwards, he comes forward. Exactly. That's how you maintain your distance the whole time. But you got to have footwork. So make a square of your own, or just imagine a square in your mind and just work on moving front to back, side to side, and just focus on footwork that way. I'll have other videos on footwork, so stay tuned, subscribe, and look out for those videos on footwork and other things that I have going on. So let's go through drills showing the footwork and keeping that distance between me and my opponent. So every time I go forward, you go back. I go to my left, you go to your left. I go to my right, you go to your right. But always keep that jab pumping. You see me come forward, you just keep that jab pumping. So here, boom, 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 boom. It's gonna be very hard for me to get in. If I'm here, I'm trying to swing, like throw that jab.
Oh, shit.
If I get in and try to go with an overhand, that's what shorter fighters do. Shorter fighters have to be aggressive to get in on the inside for the most part. I'm not gonna say they have to be, but that's what most shorter fighters tend to do to get on the inside. They feel like they have to be aggressive. So I'm gonna try to be aggressive in this demonstration to show you what you need to do as a taller fighter. So from here, I go in with an overhand, boom. Before I even come, he's gonna connect with that jab. I'm here, boom. You go a little bit harder. Boom, exactly, the whole time. I try to get in, boom. You go a little harder, come on. Boom. I Try to get in. I try to go in with a left hook. Boom. There you hit me. Boom. Again. Boom. I go to my right. Go in. Boom. I go to my left. Go in. Boom. The whole time. He keeping this distance the whole time. Ah. Boom. Don't let me get in. Yeah. Boom. Boom. Exactly. Boom. 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 The whole time. It's gonna be hard for him to get in. It's gonna be so hard for him to get in. As long as you keep that distance, if you make sure you know your directions. If I go to my left, you go to your left. I go to my right, you go to your right. I go forward, you go backwards. I go backwards, you come forward. All right, one more thing. As a taller fighter, you want to go for the knockout too. You just don't want to play points with them all day and just play around with them because you want the fight to be over with. That's when that right hand comes in. Crack them, knock them out. So, as a shorter fighter and a taller fighter, as we all know, the cross is behind, the jab hand is forward. So it's like, how can I reach him? But what some people may not know is that what the jab can't touch, the cross still can touch. So by you maintaining that distance, you're still gonna be in the range to crack him with that two at any moment. So if he has his jab hand all the way out, if I'm here, if he can barely touch me with it, he still should be able to hit me with the cross. Exactly, he stepped nowhere, he moved nowhere, but his two is still able to touch me even though his left hand is barely touching. So again, if he throws that out, he's here, boom. Even though I step back, he still catch me the whole time. So if you want to be the aggressor, I say come with a double jab, straight cross. Like if the double jab barely touches him, you want to be at a distance where that double jab barely touches him and crack him with that two. So if he comes at me, 1-1-2, boom, boom, boom. That two is gonna catch me the whole time. The jab hand is gonna be more of a filler. I'm feeling where he's at, I'm feeling my distance. I'm going boom, boom. As soon as I feel a graze, as soon as I feel that touch, you gonna crack him with that two the whole time. So try it again. Boom, boom, boom. Touch me with it. Boom, boom, boom. Exactly. So 1-1-2, especially as a taller fighter, 9 times out of 10, that'll crack them. I have other combinations you can do to follow up and crack them with it and finish them off. But as always, we have other videos for that. Stay tuned. Now a lesson for the shorter fighters. That being said, of a taller fighter keeping their distance, your job is to get on the inside. A lot of times we all wonder, how? How do you get on the inside? This is how. So he put his jab hand out. I have to get around this jab hand because we all know that this is going to be the main tool. This is going to be this main tool to keep me out. So it's my job to get around it or take away his tool. So he has it up. I can either get around it, I can take it away, or I can just time it. So we're going to work on timing right now. The moment he throws his jab, I time it. I can time it and come in with the body shot. So he throws his jab, boom. I can time it and come down with a body shot. So I'm not extending my arm out because I'm trying to show you that even with short arms, you still can hit them. So I'm trying to shorten my length up in my arms so you can really see that it really doesn't matter what the length of your arms, you still can hit them with the body shot. So from here, he throws a headshot, boom. I go the same jab to the body. So again, one more time, bam. At this point, I can stay in. At this point, I go boom, boom, and boom. I cut that angle, and I'm still on the inside. I can do uppercuts, overhands, I can do whatever at that point. I'm on the inside. Another thing that I can do is put pressure on them. A lot of taller fighters can't handle pressure, and it's up to you to give them that pressure. So let's go with that. So he's trying to maintain his distance. If I'm here, if I try to come forward, he's jabbing me, jabbing me, jabbing me. So it's up to me. I can shell up. This what I don't really like shelling up. I don't really have to, but some people do this and it works for a lot of people. So you're gonna shell up and just put pressure on him. Follow him, just cut the ring off. So if he's throwing jabs, boom, I take that jab with my gloves. I'm still guarding myself. I'm still shelling up, so I won't take that much damage. So, as he throw the jab again, boom, I'm here. It grazes off of my gloves, now I'm on the inside. Now I can attack. If he tries to go back as I'm punching, I follow him. He tries to go back, I follow. He tries to move, I follow him. I'm still having the inside. If that's your style, be aggressive. Block the punches with your shell and just go in full force. Follow him, cut the ring off, and stay inside. The last thing that we'll go over is parrying. That's my favorite, that's what I prefer. I like the parry and counter. So from here, if he throws his jab, I'm here with it. I'm here. So from here, when he throws his jab, I'm still gonna parry, but I'm gonna get on the inside and then I'm gonna work from the inside. So this time when he throws his jab, I'm gonna parry and I get on the inside. Bam. When I parry, I'm gonna knock his hand to the outside. So when he throws his jab, I'm not just doing this, like throw it in my face. Yeah. So I'm not just doing this, because from this point, I still can't get in. So from here, he throws his jab, I still try to get in, his jab is still here, he just throw it again. And then I just get hit. So I'm not gonna just hit it here, I will parry it away. So when I parry it away, I'm making an entry for me to get on the inside. So from here, boom, I'm gonna knock his hand this way. One more time, boom. So that way I can get on the inside. So he throws his jab, boom. I'm here with it. One more time, here, boom. I'm on the inside. I can work the body, work the uppercut, work the overhands, do whatever you want to do from that point. So it works for everything. Like throw anything at me. Boom, boom. This time he threw the 1-2. Now step to the outside of his 2. I always want to step on the outside. Like I showed you in previous videos, you always want to step to the outside to get that angle. So he threw the 1-2, I parried the 1, and I went in on the 2. I also parried the 2, but I went on the inside on the 2. So let's try it again. He throws the 1-2, boom, boom. I parry, and I go to the outside on the 2, and then I can come in with a 2 of my own to the body. So one more time, 1-2, boom, boom. And I go in with the 2 to the body. So the whole time, I'm still letting him use his reach to my advantage, and it's gonna be to his disadvantage. Because as he throws his 2, he's gonna commit to it. When he commits to it, he gets closer to me. As he gets closer to me, I go in closer to him, and it's gonna be like 2 trucks colliding with each other. So if I'm countering, that means that I'm thinking of what to do to his 1-2. He's not thinking what to do if I'm countering, because he has no idea that I'm even countering. So again, if he throws his 1-2, boom, boom, I'm here, and I'm coming forward to his overcommitment. As he overcommits, I'm throwing my 2, and that 2 is gonna be even hard to the body. It's gonna damage him. It's gonna damage him real good. And then I can just boom, boom, follow. It could be all body, it could be body head, however you wanna follow up with it. So there you have it. We have the taller fighter working on distance, keeping that footwork, keeping his opponent out with that jab hand. When he feels like it, crack him with that 2. We have me being the shorter fighter. We have him again on the inside, whether it was with the timing, whether it was with parrying, whether it was with slipping. Work it all into one. Try not to be a one-dimensional fighter. Try to work it all. If you try to work one, then your opponent's gonna time you on it. He's gonna guess what you're doing. You're gonna become predictable. So switch it up, do everything. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, Black Assassin. Hit that notification bell to stay updated on new tutorials. I hope you enjoyed it. My boy BJ, you gonna see him in the ring soon. Again, this is Black Assassin. We out.